America depends on electricity. We use it to light our homes and power our industries. While coal-fired power plants produce just over half the country's electricity, did you know that the nation's second leading source of electric power is nuclear energy? That's a significant piece of America's energy pie. Most modern technologies used to produce electricity have environmental price tags. The technology that provides us with nuclear power offers some environmental advantages over coal and other fossil fuels. For example, nuclear plants don't produce the gases that contribute to acid rain or global warming. But the benefits of nuclear power also come coupled with a great responsibility. In order to use nuclear power, the nation must safely dispose of the radioactive waste that comes from nuclear power plants. Unlike the ash and gas waste from fossil fuel-burning power plants, nuclear waste is in the form of used fuel rods called fuel assemblies. When these solid steel rods are spent, that is, no longer producing heat efficiently, they are removed from the reactor. Now, however, they are highly radioactive. Currently, these used or spent fuel assemblies are stored underwater at the nuclear power plant where they made electricity. But because this waste will remain radioactive for a long time, a safe, permanent storage place must be found to protect people and the environment. That's what the scientific studies at Yucca Mountain, Nevada are all about. 10 years of intensive work will be done by some of the world's best scientists to determine whether the waste can be safely stored deep underground at Yucca Mountain. These studies are called site characterization. If the scientific data collected during site characterization indicate that waste could be stored safely within Yucca Mountain, the Department of Energy would seek approval from the Nuclear Regulatory Commission to build a repository at the site. All costs of the repository program are paid by people who use nuclear power. Let's take a closer look at what's happening during site characterization. Yucca Mountain is located about 100 miles northwest of Las Vegas in Nye County. The site is controlled by 3 federal agencies: the U.S. Air Force, the Bureau of Land Management, and the Department of Energy, which runs the Nevada test site. Scientists have identified a large block of rock in the mountain that might be suitable for a repository. This block is about 1,000 feet below the top of the mountain and about 800 feet above the water table. Because Yucca Mountain is located in the Great Basin, it gets very little precipitation, about 6 inches per year. A repository would look like an underground mine built in solid rock. Shafts and tunnels would be mined, and sturdy canisters containing solid waste would be placed in holes drilled in the side or the floor of the tunnels. During site characterization, scientists will do both field and laboratory work. They will study the rocks, the water, the climate, and the environment at Yucca Mountain to determine whether a repository deep underground would safely isolate spent fuel. There are a lot of important questions that must be answered. Could a volcano or an earthquake affect a repository? Could the climate become wetter and cause underground water to rise or more water to soak into the mountain? Are there valuable minerals like gold or silver that could be mined at Yucca Mountain? Would work at Yucca Mountain hurt plants and animals like the endangered desert tortoise? And would development of a repository affect tourism or strain community services? To answer these questions, the Yucca Mountain Project will spend about $2 billion on scientific research and engineering during this decade. Scientists first will concentrate on studying Yucca Mountain at ground level, from trenches dug at the surface and boreholes drilled into the rocks. Later, an underground laboratory will be developed at the depth where a repository might be located. Here, scientists will be able to study natural processes firsthand to answer the questions about Yucca Mountain. At the same time, other experts will be monitoring the area's climate and looking for clues to past weather conditions. Environmental surveys will be done to make certain that important plants, animals, or Native American artifacts aren't disturbed. Other specialists will watch where project employees live to avoid any overload on community services. Another key question is how nuclear waste would get to the repository if one were built at Yucca Mountain. Safe transportation of spent nuclear fuel is a major concern to the people of Nevada and the Department of Energy. Spent fuel has been moved safely around the country for many years in specially designed shipping containers called casks. These large, heavy metal containers protect people from harmful levels of radiation. If Yucca Mountain is found safe for a repository, waste would be shipped to the site either by truck or by rail after the repository opens. Additional information about the transportation, the scientific studies, or other aspects of the Yucca Mountain project is available by contacting the DOE project office in Las Vegas or by stopping by one of the Yucca Mountain information offices. One is located in Las Vegas on Meadows Lane near the YMCA, and the other is in Beatty, Nevada, at the junction of US Highway 95 and State Route 374. The offices provide visitors with information about the project and answer people's questions. A variety of printed information and videotapes also are available, as well as interactive exhibits, technical documents, and periodic programs on special issues. Other information centers will be opening in Nevada as communities request them. The project also offers other opportunities for people to learn about what's going on at Yucca Mountain. These include a speakers bureau, which can provide lectures and presentations about various topics, portable exhibits, and periodic update meetings, where the public is invited to hear an overview of the project and to ask questions. Tours of Yucca Mountain itself also are available. These activities are advertised, and people can get on a mailing list so they can be notified about what's going on. In addition to DOE, the state of Nevada and certain counties in Nevada have a congressionally assigned oversight role on the Yucca Mountain studies. As specified by law, these entities receive DOE funds to monitor the Department of Energy and to conduct their own technical studies. The state also has public information material available, which can be obtained by contacting the state's Nevada Nuclear Waste Project Office in Carson City. Meeting America's ever-growing need for clean, safe electric energy is important to every one of us. Nuclear energy is now, and will continue to be, an important part of the nation's energy picture. Finding a solution to the nation's nuclear waste dilemma is vital to meet our energy needs, now and in the future. So it's important to determine whether or not Yucca Mountain will play a role in keeping the lights on in America.